Well, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we have some drama. Drama! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. So apparently, my boy Echoes did a live stream yesterday, and he took the opportunity to react to one of my videos where I said, instead of just working for an employer who could fire you at whim, and doesn't have to promote you or give you anything because they basically own you and they can replace you. I said, instead of doing that, maybe you should focus on improving your skills and launch your own business. Now, Echoes is a drama YouTuber. What is a drama YouTuber? Well, they have no underlying substance to their channel. There's no lesson to be taught. There's nothing to be learned. It's just pure drama. Now, people accuse me of being a pure drama channel, but if you think about it, what do I preach? Do I even have to explain what I preach? I think everybody that watches my channel, at least if you watch it consistently, you know exactly what I believe. And I give you a real reason about why I believe what I believe. And I am consistent, and I stick to my beliefs, and I stick to my strategy. Nobody can dispute that. You can look at my oldest videos, and what do I talk about? Tax advantage accounts, index funds. I roast clown stocks. It's consistent. What is Echo's channel? Whatever's the flavor of the week. You look at his oldest videos. Go sort by his oldest videos, and you'll see what he talked about. All he did was talk about the same stupid clown stocks that every other stupid finance YouTuber talked about. And then when the tide turned, he's like, oh, I see, Strongman, he interviewed me, Kevin. Maybe I could get onto that. And so he basically kind of like followed in my footsteps, copied his daddy, and started exposing grifters like I did. So he went from a clown stock pumper to now a grifter exposer, which, that's fine. Maybe he's changed his ways. But I've noticed, like, when it comes to the fundamental purpose behind his channel, he's not really teaching you anything. I mean, yeah, okay, stay away from scammers, I got it. But there's no underlying logic to combat the scammers. My logic is, instead of buying clown stocks and paying idiots on YouTube, max your tax advantage accounts and buy a total world index fund. Consistent, clear to understand, nobody can misinterpret what I'm saying. What does Echoes do? I don't know what his philosophy is. He starts with clown stocks and crypto, and then now he's like, oh, S&P 500, but then earlier he was talking about how he had a couple individual stocks, like he had Bank of America, and then that went away, and then he invests in Shada, and it's like, I don't understand what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. Okay, not everybody can be as perfect and amazing as I am, But let's react to this video. So I don't have the video up right now. I'm driving. I had some freaking errands to do because I'm a busy boy. But basically, he pulled up my video where I said you should focus on self-employment, and there's a good chance you might not get promoted over the guy that sucks. What, which is 100% true. Now, I saw briefly that he mentioned my job history, how I've jumped from job to job, and maybe the reason I was jumping from job to job was because there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with Strongman. Maybe I'm just not a good employee. Maybe I'm just, not a friendly guy to be around. Maybe that's the reason, right? No, it's because I'm not a freaking pussy and I can leave a job at a whim because I have real skills, real knowledge that people want. Now, I've had basically every job I've ever worked. I've gotten along with my employees. I've gotten along with my subordinates. At least they pretended to like me because that's the Army. I've gotten along with my peers, and most of my bosses I've gotten along with. But there were a couple times in my life, specifically in the Army, where I had the most toxic boss. And people that served with me in this staff job, they know it cannot be explained how toxic this fat mother effer was. And it was the worst year and a half of my life working for this fat, toxic pig. And ever since then, I said, oh my God, I was trapped in the Army. I couldn't get out. I couldn't quit. I was in the Army. I was stuck under this toxic piece of trash that just, always talked shit, kept us late, and was just an awful person. And I realized, I said, I don't want to be in that situation, because a lot of you've never had like a really bad boss before. So a lot of you are really comfortable in your jobs, and that's fine. Like, I'm happy that you have a job or you don't have a toxic boss. But if there ever comes a time where you get a really bad boss, you will know exactly what I mean. And ever since that experience in the Army, which, I guess Echoes just knows my whole past. I'm just a shitty employee, I'm just an idiot. I only got a CPA license. Started my own business, but whatever. But if you ever experience that, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Ever since then, ever since that fat, disgusting piece of trash that made my life hell and everybody else's life hell, we hated him. We called him Thunder Talks. Because like in the Army, you have call signs. Like Thunder 6 is the battalion commander. Thunder 5 is the battalion executive officer, etc. We called him Thunder Talks for toxic. Thunder Talks, over. But ever since then, I was like, I'm never, ever going to be in a situation where I'm stuck. Because somebody like Echoes, right? I don't know what he does. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a highly skilled job. I don't get that impression. Maybe I'm wrong. But if Echo's got a bad boss, let's say he got the same toxic boss that I did. Do you think he would be able to quit like I've done before? No, he'd be stuck like a little bussy. Because a lot of people out there, they don't have real skills, they don't have freaking balls, and they're scared to quit their jobs if they get disrespected. That is not me. If you disrespect me as an employer, if you treat me like trash, I am too highly skilled to put up with your bullshit. I will quit in a heartbeat if I get disrespected by an employer. If you start playing games with me, it is over. Now, most of the jobs, like I said, so I quit NASA because I had a terrible boss. That was another one. And she's still there. God, I mean, some of my friends still work for her. Woo! Jesus. She was awful. And after a while, I said, I'm not putting up with this. And like a man, I grew some balls and I quit. I didn't get fired. I was getting promoted like normal at NASA. I didn't quit NASA because I didn't get promoted. I quit NASA because I had a toxic boss. And because I had fucking balls too. And then I went to another public accounting company, and it was a great company. I had great employers. Everything was great. But then I got offered a raise and a remote job. So I left that job and went to the remote job. At this remote job, one of the partners and I didn't get along. The other one, me and him got along great. We didn't get along. I didn't like how he talked to me. I don't think he liked me either. That's fine. So I quit that job. And now I'm at a new employer where I get along perfectly fine with everybody in the office. And I'm actually happy at this job. I mean, I don't plan on leaving. But like I said, at least I have the balls to quit a job because somebody's disrespecting me. And most of you don't have the financial resources. Most of you don't have the skills. And most of you don't have the balls to quit a job where you get disrespected. And I know a lot of you out there get disrespected at your work. I know how it goes. And you need to escape that. If you listen to somebody like Echoes, it's basically just, you just got to have people like you, bro. Okay, I think most people like me at my employer. Most people have liked me at all my jobs. But there's a point where you go from being likable to being a schlong sucker. I don't know if I can say the word, but I'll probably get demonetized. It's whatever. There is a line. There is a big line. And people know when schlong is being sucked. Okay, you look at Echoes, all the big YouTubers, like, he acts like he exposes people. If any of them give him attention, he's immediately getting on his knees. Oh, shout out to this guy, shout out to that guy. He basically did it to me when he was a smaller channel. Oh, strong man, you're so amazing. Blah, 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 blah. That's basically what he does. Okay, but overall, I mean, like, he's got more subs than me now, so he's a better YouTuber, and he probably will go pretty far over time on YouTube. He puts a lot of effort into YouTube. I don't, as you could tell. But, he'll go far on YouTube. But I don't necessarily trust the guy 100%. And I don't think he really knows what he's talking about when it comes to finances. I mean, Okay, if he exposes grifters, that's fine, but like what he teaches, I don't know what his beliefs are. Like they change every 5 seconds. And somebody like that, you can't really trust them. Now, I mean, like I'm not going to keep going back and forth with Echoes. I don't have time for the drama. Like I really do have shit to do. I have more tax clients coming in. So I'm not really focusing on, expanding or just focusing on churning out YouTube videos. I have stuff to do. That's why I do most of them in my car. But, he's a drama YouTuber. What can I say? Drama YouTubers create drama. And you could say I'm that too, but I actually teach something. So anyway, get a skill, guys. If you want to be a schlong sucker at work, that's fine. There's a difference between sucking the schlong and just being a nice person. And you all know it. And I think Echoes has the employee mentality. I'll just be really good and I'm nice and they'll give me raises and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, wait till you get a bad boss, motherfucker. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But hey, you gotta live and you gotta learn. I'm older than all of you. I'm wise, okay? I've been in this world. But, apparently I'm just a horrible employee. Every job I didn't get promoted, right? So it's all my fault, No, I don't tolerate getting disrespected. Simple as that. I mean, I'm pretty high up in my current job, and I think if I stay here long enough, I think I will be the controller one day in the future. I gotta get rid of the current controller. All right, talk to you later. Cheers.